We've got a real time crunch here. We're going to meet with you in less than 10 minutes, okay? In committee room there. We're going to stretch your number of 6 because we do want a couple of the outreach agencies to help because they're going to help you implement things. Thank you. The other thing is I want everyone else here to know all of the rest of you that aren't coming to this meeting, we'll caucus about who goes to make sure it's fair, is we need you to go to Tent City at 5 o'clock. We are holding a solidarity rally and a press conference. So the rest of you, please go down to Tent City at 5 o'clock. If you're with agencies, we need food and water brought down there as well as first aid materials. Thank you. Okay, for people, just to talk about what's really happened on this property. A couple years ago, I guess it was 99, some really brave people just started to camp out here, and it became Tent City. And after that, it grew and grew. And they called on OCAP and they called on TDRC and we called on our allies to fight that eviction, and we won it. And people have stayed ever since. And then we went through every city hall process you could imagine. We did RFPs, we applied for money. We planned to fundraise our own hundreds of thousands of dollars to move people here to another site. And then the city found 525 Commissioner Street. And then it went on and on and on. And finally, TDRC lost their bid to do that, but Homes First won it. And then there they were ready to do something, and the city and the federal government are fighting. So for years, people were working to put prefab houses onto the site. Last Saturday, I look around, and a lot of you were here for the cleanup we did at Tent City, and we filled 3 bins, and we were just going to prepare for an October date. But we knew from talking to people here, because police were coming in the last few weeks. The police were coming in, and they were mocking people. And they were saying things like, you're not going to be here much longer. You're trespassing. You're not going to be here. And then they were coming in and shining bright lights on people at 2 in the morning. And then the boats came along, and we know who runs the police boat group, and it's Hagney, who used to be at 51 Division. And then 51 Division kept sending their people in. And it went on and on and on, so people were harassed. So that was a hint to us that something was going to happen. But we sure didn't think it would be like this. Now, what's in there? Right now, we've learned that police are going into buildings on the far side. Right now, we know, because we did a census, there are 50 houses in there. And they're trailers, and they're Durakits, and they're neat co-structures, and they're trailers like this that you can see right here. And a lot of them, the majority, are man-made and woman-made shacks and houses. And they have skylights, and they have insulation. And inside, most of them are wood stoves. And as Gaetan said, people's family pictures are up on the wall. There's been a child born to family here. There has been a death here. As recently as 3 weeks ago, a man died here. And the police even had the nerve then to keep coming in and harassing people. It's something that you normally hear about in another military state. So then today, they come. As recently as a few weeks ago, Home Depot said they would pave over and help us out a little bit. They said they were going to be tolerant until, another solution could be found. And then they just come in. They come in, and the police helped them, and they came in with a convoy of trucks. A convoy of trucks filled with fencing material and front-end loaders and heavy equipment in these bins. It just came in like an operation that you would see in a war zone. It was timed perfectly, and it went in, and then the fence went up. People weren't told, you've got till 4 o'clock today to get your stuff. One woman has finally just been allowed in to get her heart medication. We weren't told. Nobody was called. And surprise, surprise, the city says they just learned about it at 11 o'clock this morning. But you might not know that they already have a plan in place for the pets. Not for the people yet, but for the pets. They have a plan to put the dogs in the Humane Society, not for adoption, but just to hold them. And I think we're going to say no to that. But that's what they think of the people here. They put something together for the dogs and not for the people. Now, we've been tolerant, and the cats, I imagine the same thing. Now, Home Depot is a big corporation, and supposedly sometimes they help Habitat for Humanity, and the head of Habitat in Toronto was down here today just shocked at what he saw. And we know that they give donations to organizations. But today they are an un-Home Depot. They have made 120 people and their pets homeless. We are considering calling for a national boycott of Home Depot.
Boycott Home Depot now!
We will make strategies to go to their stores. And people should know that the police are amassing around here. And I'll let Barrick take it from here. Thanks.